Oh my God. Hi, the late night spoopy stream. We're going to take it easy. We're going to chill. Well, we're going to talk about some like creepy, kind of scary stuff, in my opinion, but I need a break from everything. I need a break from hearing about Breezy's ass. Oh my God. What? I need a break from all of it. And like I said, this has been heavy on my noggin, to quote Bailey Sarian. And we're just going to hang out. We're going to chill. And we're going to talk about some creepy stuff. So there you go. Yeah, the mess of it all. Like, I can't. I promise I'd be here. I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to stream more, mix up the content. So, alas, here we are. Trolling Annie, Diff, Tank Girl, how you doing? I don't expect people to show up. These are not a big draw. And I know Hecate's daughter is live right now. Taryn Breezy, a new one, and rightfully so. But that's fine. I like these to be small because we talk about weird shit and I get kind of self conscious because I'm like, did you know a group of ravens is called a conspiracy? It's true. It's called a conspiracy. Hey, no one cares. Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, and I was very excited. I went through because I wanted to see because Julie said she was at like 11 months and 30 days. And a couple of people, I think Julie and Hammy, have the 1 year members badge. And it's a fucking masterpiece. It's a raven on top of a green dumpster. If you have not heard my dumpster story, I will tell it one day here again shortly. I've told it several times. It's my best story. It's my favorite story to share. Hey Astro, how you doing? Sarah K. Yay, all my favorite peoples are here. Oh, time to behave. Sarah's here. Diff, you have a wrench. I need to. Hold on. I've been meaning to do this. Give me a second. Oh no, you are. You are a managing moderator. Okay, so that's what you're good. You're good. You're good. Oh, it's rad. I need to change. Okay. So then it's all my girls are my managing moderators. Yeah, got some rain. Everyone in Florida, please be safe. I know and this is something people like when God, when Hurricane Katrina hit, a lot of people were like, "Well, they were told to evacuate. Why did they stay? Why did they stay?" Not everyone has a vehicle. Not everyone has a reliable vehicle. Not everyone has money. That's gas. That's lodging. If you don't have a relative or friend or anyone close by, you can drive to and crash land. And then it's like, it's not always, oh, let me drive to you for 2 or 3 days. And, those some people never went back. Not everyone has the physical, mental, and financial ability to evacuate out of an area where there's danger like of a natural disaster. So everyone in Florida, please stay safe. If you're in the Discord, there's a hurricane watch party thread, and please update us in there. Mm. Oh, Tank Girl, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's wild. I'm so sorry, hun. There are I watched that show about like the EMS people on A&E Night Watch, and the New Orleans season is my favorite. That's the only place I care if I ever go is New Orleans. And it was from a couple years ago, but they dealt with a lot of people who had stories from Katrina, losing people. What one lady like was walking through the water and got a cut on her leg and her leg got amputated. Like just so many stories, and even though they're sad and they're traumatic, we need to document them. It's like in the last 10 or 20 years, everyone's like, oh my God, all the World War II vets are dying. We need to document their stories. Can we get on that with the Vietnam vets and the Desert Storm and like just all the vets? Like, yes, please document people's stories. Mm, you know what, though? It doesn't matter because that was still your mama, Tank. That was still your mom, and that's still sad. And I send you a virtual hug, my dear. So, mm, see, I like these chill streams with smaller chats. So, we're going to talk about CERN today. I don't know if anyone knows what CERN is, where it's located, any of that. It is the Large Hadron Collider. Hold on. I have their actual website pulled up. But let me see if I can find like a map of it to show, because it like goes between um what is it, France and Sweden. uh then there's a lot of news articles. Cold antimatter for quantum state resolvers. Jesus Christ. Oh wow, great. 14 hours ago, CERN's breakthrough device slashes cooling time of antimatter by record 99%. If you know even the slightest bit about antimatter or dark matter, this shit makes my butthole clench. Why are we messing with this? This is some snap of the fucking hand Thanos shit. Ah! I hate CERN. I hate CERN so much. I hate it. 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 And isn't it funny, when they fired it up again this year? The day of the eclipse. Remember that? We had an in the field reporter. Thank you, Chef. I feel like CERN is messing with shit they should not be messing with. So, yeah, I've got their website pulled up. So let's just go there and we'll see what they have to say about themselves. Tank girl, think. Oh my god, exactly. Why are we trying to piss off the void? I'm gonna tell you right now because I'm gonna say this about a million times during the stream. Because we're going to learn a little bit about them. I have like a Billy Carson, a different video pulled up from like yesterday. And then they opened a tunnel. I think it was like 2018 or 2019. It was pre Panini, that bullshit, which I need to do a stream on Rumble about all the things that are coming out about the Pokey Bowl and infertility, sudden deaths, these weird, like I've had blood clots. The shit they're finding in people is not the same fucking thing. Like bad. Bad, 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 bad. Oh, and it does change your DNA. It does. It's been confirmed. Yeah. So that's great. Hey, Cree. Cree, it is upsetting. It is upsetting. It's so upsetting. I'm like I think they're trying to open a portal. And there's a video about this. I think they're trying or have tried to open a portal into another dimension. The more I learn and study and talk to people and watch different things, like my ideas and quote beliefs kind of change. I think like heaven and hell are just different like dimensions. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Um there's a strong belief that aliens and demons are like the same thing. They're just like they're a being from like a different dimension, and I don't know. There's so many possibilities and I like to talk about them and I like to ponder and I get stressed out and anxious and scared about some of them, but like I love having these conversations cuz it's so interesting. Because I still have all those big questions. What are we? Like why are we here? How did we come to be? Where do we go after this? Why don't we remember? How does this all work? All those big existential question marks. Ooh. All right, so let's go to CERN's website. Tank Girl says ghosts are glimpses into other dimensions. I think so. I think some hauntings are residual where like a mark of energy was left that was so strong. Like that's why a lot of places that used to be insane asylums are very haunted. Prisons are very haunted because think of like all the things that happened there and all of the energy level, like the energy imprint of one prisoner killing another, right? Like it's pretty the trigger warning. We're gonna say a lot of shit. And diff trigger warning for you, honey, okay? So just if you need to go, go. Because we're gonna get into some stuff. So trigger warning for everybody, not just diff. I understand this gets heavy, it gets weird, but and that's why sometimes I think certain people with schizophrenia aren't mentally ill. I think they're missing a filter and they can see what's there that we can't see. You know what I mean? I think there's some things that might be hallucinations, but I think there's legit things they're seeing and hearing and picking up on mixed in with those. And that they're just open, you know? They don't have whatever it is to filter that out. And I feel for those people. That's one of the first things I learned to do was how to turn it off. No, ma'am. No, thank you. I don't need to be seeing shit all the time. God damn it. I went into there's a town near me called Virginia City, and there's a well-known Mackey. I'm sure you've heard that name thrown around Nevada. Uh Mackey Mansion up there, and there's a bedroom upstairs that was the daughter's. And I was on a tour of the house, and we went upstairs. I walked into that bedroom and it was like somebody put a bag over my head and I couldn't breathe and I was freaked out and I panicked and I was like, I got to get out of here. I just like panicked, left the house, and my friend like knew about me and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Something bad happened in that room." And then we asked the tour guide who was like a relative of the original owners, and so I know she knows the family history. She got really defensive and was like, "You can leave and I don't want to see you back here." And I was like, "That tells me I hit the fucking nail on the head. Thank you for the confirmation." Like, yep, you're right, Diff. Diff says there's hallucinogen induced psychosis. If that doesn't say something, then I don't know what does. Yeah, because you're opening a part of your brain. You're taking something like I think everybody's familiar with ayahuasca, right? LSD, mushrooms, all that fun stuff. They open that part of the brain, specifically of your pineal gland, which is a pine-shaped gland. Like we all know where your third eye is, right? So, they're inside like a little bit inside the brain. That's where your pineal gland is, and that is like supposed to be our router, if you will, to the energies, the ether, the other, whatever you want to call it. And that's why they put fluoride in the tap water. Fluoride is in the tap water isn't for your teeth. It's because it makes you dumb. Literally calcifies your pineal gland and among other things. But no, fluoride's great, YouTube. Fluoride's great. Shit, fuck. I'm gonna get my stream taken down. God damn it. Okay. I've dropped acid a few times in my teen years. I actually I told someone this yesterday in a chat. I went and I saw Nine Inch Nails hole opened and it was right after Kurt died. Hole and Marilyn Manson opened and like Courtney Love came out and everyone booed her and then like Nine Inch Nails was like the main act. I was tripping balls. Oh my god, it was great. I was 15 years old. I gave no fucks. I had no idea about anything and I was just having fun. I would not do those things today. I am happy staying home with my dog. All right, let me share this tab and quit running your mouth, Brave. And I'll get back to the other business here in a couple of days. Mom's off the next couple of days. Little baby Lucy has to go to the vet tomorrow and beach, I'll respond when I fucking respond. I'll respond when and if I feel like it. Yeah, as yeah, thank you, Sarah K. Be very psychedelics are great. Know what you're taking, know what you're doing, know how to dose them. Make sure you're in a safe environment. Like you're around people you can trust to be not in control and completely vulnerable. They can be like anything. It can be beneficial when done and used right. And I think that should be a guided experience. Look at, yeah, oh my God, I forgot Lucy's a member emoji now. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh, little baby Lucy. Oh my God, we think she was born on tax day. We almost named her Iris because of the IRS. So April, May, June, July, August. She's going to be 4 months old. Look at her. Look at that precious little baby. So CERN, Large Hadron Collider. What is CERN's mission? At CERN, our work helps to uncover what the universe is made of and how it works. We do this by providing a unique range of particle accelerator facilities to researchers to advance the boundaries of human knowledge. I'm going to stop you right there, motherfucker. Do you think maybe there's some things humans aren't meant to know? We don't need to know and shouldn't be messing with because we don't know what we're doing. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, look at my puppies. Again, I want to get Roxy up there, but she's all black. I've tried making emojis of her when she's fuzzy, when she's shaved down and groomed, sunlight, low light, golden hour light. I've tried different filters. She comes out as a black blob, and I feel so bad because I feel like I'm leaving my little sweet baby girl out. Oh, look at this. Do we see up in the upper left-hand corner here CERN's logo? Don't tell me that's not 666. Don't tell me that's not 666. 666. What? The Large Hadron Collider. Okay, cool. Like do the one. And I'm sorry. I'm going to call it the Mandela effect even though I know it's the Mandela effect. I don't remember there being one in Chicago. Just like the same celebrity has died 3 times for me. I'm like, "Oh, look, so and so died again." Like, ma'am. Yep, it looks like a portal, and that looks like does that logo not look like 666? Remember? It was a while back on a stream. I showed the CERN scientists were out in front of the statue of Shiva, which there's so much to this, and we're barely going to touch the surface of it. There will be more. This is like probably part 1 of 6. Because there's so many different aspects and angles and informations and just like weird things. And I just said informations, I don't care. So their mission is to perform world-class research in fundamental physics, provide a unique range of particle accelerator facilities that enable research at the forefront of human knowledge in an environmentally responsible and sustainable way. I don't care if it's environmentally responsible and sustainable. When you're fucking with dark matter, that if it gets loose, just in like I said, it's gonna be a Thanos snap. You know what? Let me write that down. We need to look into dark matter and learn what that is. So we're gonna put a pin in that. Oh, you're good, Cree. You're good. Yes, Tank. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. All right. Unite people from all over the world to push the frontiers of science and technology for the benefit of all. The elites and the Manada Moonies. The Illuminati. You picking? You know, the enlightened ones. Train new generations of physicists, engineers, and technicians, and engage all citizens in research in the values of science. Sure. You want to open a portal to hell and bring Satan himself through. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. This is, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to believe anything that Cern fucking tells me. Let's go to my playlist. We've got some videos to watch. All right, now I don't know much about this Billy Carson guy. I was watching, there's Julian Dory does a podcast. He talks to CIA agents. He had this guy on, Ben Lover, who was talking about so much stuff. I don't even know if I finished the podcast. He needs to have him on again. I can share it if anybody wants it. Wild. Here, let me go find that. Oh my God, why is she barking? Like this? I was like just listening to this guy, and holy shit. Aliens, demons, and satanic stuff. Okay. I would highly recommend watching this. You can put it on and listen to it. This, like, please, Julian Dory, please save that and go watch it when you get a chance. So I don't know much about Billy Carson. This Ben Lever guy mentions him, right? Said some things. I don't know much about him. Oh, on another stream, we're going to watch, if you know about I Pet Goat 2. Oh my God. That's wild. And there's an analysis video. And I was scheduled sooner than 30 minutes. I was out doing errands and I got home a lot later than I thought I would. I got stuck at the CVS because they put out fall candles and decorations. And I was like, it's so hot outside. I just want to sit in here, even though it's really hot inside the store. Because I need fall. Again, August and February are like my worst seasonal depression months because I'm tired of summer and I need fall. Although pumpkin spice season starts in 18 days. And then February, I'm like, okay, Christmas, everything's over. It's just cold. It sucks. I want it to warm up now. So, seasonal depression is fun. So let me pull this up. All right. Let's share this screen and let's watch this. Again, this is Billy Carson. If you guys want the link, I'll grab it. If not, I'm being real lazy today. So, all right. All right. So this is Billy Carson on Cern, Portals, and Dimensions. All right, we ready? Hold on to your butts.
At the front door is this gigantic picture of...
There it is. What did I say? So a bunch of Cern scientists gathered around this statue of Shiva in black robes and pulled a quote-unquote prank and sacrificed a human. It was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank. Okay, sure.
This Indian god that is standing inside of a portal, walking through. So I think they kind of knew what they were going to be doing when they started this whole building and started this whole project, but they just kind of kept it low key to the general public. This type of research without complete oversight, to me, is scary stuff, man. I mean, you don't even know what...
There should be... Oh, I know whose podcast he's on. I forget the name. Yeah. But see, this is the thing. Even if you have like a United Nations of sorts to oversee, right? Because you're supposed to have a system of checks and balances. Everyone's watching each other to make sure no one's up to anything. But then that gets corrupted. Look at our government. Just saying.
What can come through? CERN is the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider. It's the largest machine in the world, located in Switzerland, and it's all underground, and it uses this gigantic track with this underground tube that's connected, and they send atoms in opposite directions and speed them up to a percentage of the speed of light and then let them.
Oh, let's go back. Let's look at that. Are we seeing this? So the Large Hadron Collider is down here. It's underground, right? There's the Swiss Alps, Geneva. And isn't it? I don't know. Everything, every fiber of my being is like red flag, red alert. Not good. Not good. Yeah, I know some people hate pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin pie. And not everything, they go a little overboard with like all the pumpkin spice shit in the store. I am most excited for my pumpkin cream iced chai tea latte. And every time I go to Starbucks, like I knew before the girl that worked there did when pumpkin spice season starts. She's like, thanks for telling me. I'm like, not a problem.
Bend atoms in opposite directions and speed them up to a percentage of the speed of light and then let them collide. And then they analyze the collision to see what comes out of this collision between atoms, quarks and muons and everything else that they discover. But something else they discover in the process is,
I think, yeah, for sure there's ley lines. Ooh, that's a good topic, ley lines. Ley lines and how the earth, we could go into sacred geometry. I get so overwhelmed with these because one thing, I could do 3 streams and not cover everything. And then there's 50 other things that lead and branch off into other things and those into other things. I got, the ADHD is real.
Is that they create microscopic black holes. So originally, a lot of people were.
All right. Thank you, Astro. Have a good night. Love you.
Getting scared about this because they were like, man, if you guys create a black hole here on Earth, will it suck the Earth in?
Yeah.
I mean, kind of fair to assume like black holes are supposed to be pretty deadly things. Even light can't escape them. Mm-hmm. So why create one here on Earth? But I think, in my opinion, is that part of the work going on at Cern is to learn how to create stable wormholes. What Einstein and Rosen called an Einstein-Rosen bridge, where you take space and you fold it and make a hole, punch a hole in between to make a connection, a shortcut through space-time. And so it could be learning or trying to.
Stop it. Stop that shit. Why do we need to know this? We've got our cute little planet. Is it flat? Is it round? I don't give a fuck as long as I stay on it. And I have my Winston and his bail money and my lattes and my pumpkin spice and my fall and my Christmas and my cardigans. I don't care. I don't care. Stop. Why are we doing this? Where do we have to go? Where do we need to be? What do we need to do that we are fucking with this? Oh, my anxiety. Yeah. Well, Hammy also says that the space landing didn't happen and that he can prove it. I need to get him up here to do a stream.
Experiment, either by accident or on purpose, how to create a stable wormhole. How do you create one and hold it open? The biggest thing is holding it open. You take a piece of paper, bend it like this. So you had a pencil, you could poke a hole right through.
Oh, I'm dumb, Astro. I thought you were saying goodnight. Girl, it's been a long day. It's like, yeah, hang out. This is great.
So you can go from point A to point B. Instead of traveling over the length of that sheet of paper to get mine, and another professor, a theoretical physicist named Rosen, they call it the Einstein-Rosen bridge, was a theoretical name for this type of hypothesis on how to create a wormhole, or what a wormhole would be, how it would operate, how it would work. The biggest problem that we have is not creating the wormhole now, because we can create them, but how do you keep it open? How do you make it stable for something to pass through without?
How about we don't? How about we don't? How about, yeah, like pizza party instead? Which, it's funny, I chose pizza. If you know, you know. How about we not? Like, let's grab some like chicken nuggets and watch like The Sandlot or something instead. Okay.
Collapsing. Now, NASA recently discovered something called X points around Earth and also around the sun. These are naturally occurring portals that open and close every single day all around the outside of our planet. The theme is satellite.
Great. They're out there for a reason. I'm just like panicking. Oh my God.
The system discovered these portals a few years back, and they've been analyzing and watching them. Some of them create direct pathways to the sun and even to other planets in our solar system. So these are called X points. They exist all around the outside of our planet. They're where magnetic diffusion points hit and cross, like our magnetic fields hit and cross. In some way, combining that crossing of electromagnetic fields with charged particles from the sun opens up a portal.
Look at all this. The Earth, magnetic field, we as humans, like the Earth has ley lines, like you can believe in chakras or points of energy with the human body or not. I don't care. It's whatevs. Every point is welcome here. Humans, we have our own electromagnetic fields, all that fun stuff. It's things like this where I'm like, there has to be some sort of divine creator. I don't know if it's God per se. Was it Enki and Enlil? And we're like actually, quote, part aliens. And I don't know. All of this is like, it really does make me sit in awe of everything. Just like all this shit isn't by chance. It's just not.
So portals naturally can occur in nature. You don't have to make them artificially. So that's pretty interesting. All we have to do now is learn how to harness that power, and we can travel through space. We can go great distances without having to put ourselves in hibernation pods and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now what's interesting is you look at some of the pyramid structures and also read the ancient texts. If you go to one of the Sumerian tablets, they talk about having something called a Du-Ran key.
Anunnaki, Anunnaki, Anunnaki. Lots of theories, like in the Egyptologists are very secretive about the pyramids, and I've been watching a lot of stuff here and there about them. Basically, like there's way more underground than we've been told, and they were actually like ancient energy stations. I need to cover the Tartarians. There's so much. There's so much. But I do believe we are not being told the truth of our history in general. It's been rewritten. Things have been erased and like moved around. They did it with the Bible. Why not human history?
It was called a bond heaven earth. And Enlil talks about walking from his home world directly to earth and walking from earth directly.
Fuck yeah, Jonathan. How you doing? This is my friend Jonathan. Oh my God, he knows a lot of stuff. Yes. You can come up if you want. I'll send you a link. Yes, don't forget about the second Sphinx at Giza. That's right. Oh my God, I did forget about it. It's my old brain. What can I say? No, if you want to come up and like hang out and talk, let me know.
Back to his home world, bypassing even getting in a spaceship. You go fast forward a little bit more. The ancient Egyptians talk about something called a Jed pillar Ankh. They have a Jed connected to the inside of Ankh. People think the Ankh was like for decoration or represented rebirth and the womb of a woman and all that.
There, across the world, across multiple, quote, ancient civilizations, depictions carved in stone of the same things. And they all depict sky people coming down, and they got their like Louis Vuitton little like laptop looking bag thing and their little helmet deal on and stuff. Oh, never talked, never quote, never spoke to each other. No, I hate this depiction because I've grown up with this depiction and I'm still adjusting my brain that we were taught that, oh, these ancient civilizations they were kind of dumb and worshiped these gods that were like this, that, and the other thing because they were stupid and didn't know any better. Yet they built the pyramids. Does that make any fucking sense to you? Because it sure doesn't to me.
Kind of did. Nowadays, it's just decoration like jewelry. But it also represented something more technological in the ancient times. When you go to the super ancient texts, you discover that Ankh and that Jed were a oscillator that would resonate to the atomic frequency of the owner. That was the code programmed into the actual Ankh. Only the elite of the elite had access to these portals to travel all around the world. There's one in Mexico, in Tula, Mexico, where both the Atlantean, who came from Africa over there, he would stand there and this looks like an indentation in the wall, and he would literally walk through it, and he would reappear somewhere else in the world, and he would come back from time to time and so forth. But again, he would have the Jed pillar Ankh in his hand. Then you look at Bosnia in Europe. Is
it in Africa? There's no opening, but there's all these like mounds or like stone walls, and they thought it was for like directing cattle, but then the archaeologists or whatever were like, it can't be, because there's no gates to let the livestock in and out. And then they started wondering, like, oh, was this like an energy thing? Like, stargates are fucking real, my guy.
a pyramid there called the Pyramid of the Sun. Just like the one, there's one in Mexico called the Pyramid of the Sun. There's one in Bosnia called the Pyramid of the Sun. It's massive. In this valley, there's like 5 massive pyramids, all covered with brush and trees and debris. They started digging this thing out. They said, oh my God, these are solid stone blocks. There's tunnels underneath that are connecting the pyramids, the same exact tunnels that are in Teotihuacan in Mexico, connecting the pyramid structures there. But inside of this one tunnel, they found this gigantic crystal. It's called a K2 megalith. And on it is written in runes, an ancient writing. It says, we must stand in defense until we can open the gate. Well, what gate are they talking about? I believe they're talking about the Stargate. But this K2 megalith, this gigantic crystal, it has something to do with activating the portal at this Pyramid of the Sun in Bosnia, which at some point they were defending it and trying to thwart some people from getting access to it.
I'll say again, there's so much we have not been told and is being kept secret or is erased, or
until they can get it activated so they can walk through themselves. Pretty interesting stuff. And this is well documented, the K2 megalith gigantic crystal. So CERN, in my opinion, is researching and learning about technologies that already existed. Again, we're just rediscovering everything. There was something interesting before we go on. There was a field trip of sorts, a tour to let people come in and look around. And as one person was looking around, they saw these gigantic clear panels. They don't know what material they were made out of. And I have a picture of them leaning up against the side of a part of the machine with these hieroglyphs on them. So they sent these hieroglyphs out. Everyone, including I've sent the hieroglyphs out. Nobody can decipher these hieroglyphs. Nobody.
Sir, what the fuck, sir? This is the, why? Why are there ancient hieroglyphs? Nobody knows what they fucking, well, the general public doesn't know what they mean. Trust and believe these people know what they mean. Oh my God. I want to vomit right now. Hi, Kat. Hi. We're learning about CERN and portals and them trying to open other dimensions and bring bad things through. It's a lot. But glad you're here. I hope you're feeling well. Why? For why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Jonathan, help me out. Oh my God.
It knows what in the world these are, what they mean, where they came from, who wrote them, what writing, what ancient culture are they linked to? Nobody knows. Massive, giant, clear plate.
I bet fucking Crowley knows.
It's leaning up against the machine. At the front door, gigantic portal, a representation of a portal with one of these ancient Indian gods walking through it. They are just, in my opinion, learning about these creation of portals, learning how to create stable wormholes, just all experimenting, just trying to figure out what type of energy can we inject into one of these holes. How
about none? How about stop? I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here.
We'll stabilize it, maybe even expand it. And where do they lead? Where do they go? Like when we go through them, where will we end up? Maybe they're sending small probes through or things through to take.
He said probe.
A look. Maybe they're sending nano probes into them. This type of research without complete oversight, to me, is scary stuff, man. I mean, you don't even know what can come through, like life in other worlds and also life in even other dimensions. Dimension is a realm that exists at a different frequency. Right now, we're in the 3rd dimension. We only can control the 1st and the 2nd. All right. The 1st dimension is a line. The second dimension is connected lines. And because we're in the third dimension, we're like the God over the second and the first. We can control and manipulate those dimensions from the outside. If people were living in those dimensions, like
I saw a thing the other day where this guy was like, hold on, let me make sure I didn't mute myself. Hold, please. Yeah. I saw this thing the other day, and this guy is like, you know how there's like the first and second dimension, and like, you know, like your shadow is like 2-dimensional. And he said, what if we're the shadow of like a 4th dimension version of us? And I was like, how dare this come across my feed at 10:30 at night? And now I need to go to sleep. And I didn't sleep very well that night.
Like one-dimensional people or two-dimensional people.
You guys are fucking hilarious in chat. I see you. Don't probe my hole. Eric, I love you. Oh, this is the stuff your acupuncturist is on about. Well, it's very scary, like to me at least, because like I said, I think they are trying to open basically a portal to the dimension that would be hell and bring Satan through, because you know, the elites and all that fun stuff. We are cattle. They don't care about us. Georgia Guidestones.
They would be at complete awe of what our capabilities were, because they first of all, they wouldn't be able to see us as a third dimensional being. All they would see is the manipulation of their environment. And they would wonder what's going on. All right, so that's kind of power we would have. Everything that exists in the third dimension that we took part in creating, it started all on the multi-dimensional platform. So this chair that we're sitting in right now, a person thought about this.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. Policy violations. All right. Hold on.